with another episode of The Abandoned Cockpit. It's after midnight, and I'm tired. But we need more. We need more episodes to get out there, so let's just fire them out there. I'm pretty much just going to repeat last episode, the book of questions. I think that's a good format. What I've done this week, I built a swing set for my daughter, and it's terrible. It's not structurally sound, and it's an eyesore. And it looks like the Three Stooges built it, drunk. But you know what? I set out to build it, and I got it done. I just need to work on it a little more to make it a little safer. But yeah, I had no planning, no ideas, no recipe. Didn't even really have the proper tools or materials, so I just bought a bunch of 2x4s and started putting it together. And for what it is, it doesn't look too bad, really, I guess. But yeah, I need to put a couple more boards on it before I let the baby swing on it. Anyways, that was my accomplishment for the week, because I felt like I set out to do something, and I actually created it, so that made me feel good. I also bought the Real Anthony Fauci book. I think that's what it's called. The Real Dr. Fauci, whatever, by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And I just started reading it today, but I listened to his Rogan podcast, and he seemed like a really interesting guy that had a lot to say. So I plan to expound upon that at some point, but I've literally just begun the introduction while I was at work for a few minutes. So um yeah, I'm sure I probably can't talk about it a whole lot, otherwise I'll get removed from YouTube or something. But I'll at least let you know if it's worth reading. So the book of questions. Let's see. I don't know what question's going to be, but we'll check it out. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one ability or quality, what would it be? I think I'm going to keep it realistic, because if I said the ability to become invisible, I think that's, or to fly or something like that, I think that's a little silly. So tomorrow we have hmm. I That's a really easy question to ask, and a really good question. If I could do anything, what would I do? um Honestly, I guess I wish I understood money a little better. Finances or taxes or the stock market. I wish I understood I wish I had the ability to understand and work with money, which I know sounds really, I don't know, boring. But other than that, I mean, uh, being able to play different kinds of musical instruments or speak different languages, I think those are pretty. Uh, if I could just speak so eloquently now, that'd be a great ability. But yeah, I guess that's something that I would wish I was better with. So not a very flashy answer. Sorry. Would you be willing to go to a slaughterhouse and kill a cow? Do you eat meat? Well, I don't know. I've helped uh butcher and uh not skin. But I've worked with pigs just a little one time, like a little bit, and they're not as it's not as easy to kill them as you would think. I don't know. It was I guess the knife I had was not terribly sharp. So basically what we had done was um John's dad shot him in the head with a 22. Sorry to get so graphic here, but that just kind of stunned them. And then the idea was to cut the throat and hang him upside down to let him bleed out. And the knife that I was using was not a sharp knife, and it didn't make it very, very good. However, I will say that after the animal had bled out and was hanging upside down and we gutted it, there was surprisingly no blood. Like it was all out. So taking out the organs or cutting off the fat or whatever we were doing, it was really quite clean. Not real messy, which I thought that was kind of interesting. So I do eat meat, but I'm glad that I'm not a butcher. I don't think that I would much enjoy that. So let's see. When you do something ridiculous, how much does it bother you to have other people notice it and laugh at you? I don't think it bothers me. Scale of 1 to 10, probably a 2. Mostly I laugh at myself. I'm not super self-critical, or I don't think I'm too hard on myself. I'm not like my biggest critic or anything like that. However, oh, is that a word? Ridiculosity. I tried to say that word and it wasn't really coming out. I don't think it is a word. Ridiculousness, ridiculous. I can't even say it. Ridiculosity. It's not a word. It can't be a word. There's no way that's a word. Ridiculousness. Being ridiculous, I think, is great. I think being silly is fun. I think when I don't know, awkward things happen. I mean, it's not great feeling stupid or looking stupid in front of other people, but who cares what they think? So I think if you can laugh at yourself, that's an unbelievable important thing to be able to do. So I don't know. I think some of my better laughs have been at my own expense. And I know they talk about self-talk. You shouldn't put yourself down. You shouldn't be negative. You shouldn't think negative thoughts. But I do definitely call myself an idiot or a dummy or whatever sometimes, but in a joking manner. Like if I'm about to do something or I just did something, I'm like, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. I think it's okay to call yourself stupid, even if don't necessarily mean it. But uh, I rib myself like I would my best friend. So, anyways, there's the questions for the night. That was 3 or 4. I'm not going to drone on for too long. Still just trying to get in the habit of jumping on here and doing a blurb here and there. My Etsy shop is coming along okay. I'm hitting some goals that I've put out there, for different listings and whatnot. No sales yet, which I don't imagine I'll have any sales for a while, which is fine. I'm not looking to make $1 million tomorrow, but just baby steps and not giving up on it. Not yet, anyways. So have a great night. I hope your July is treating you well and you're not frosting, as my buddy Derek would say. And we know what frosting means, right? Fucking roasting. It's been pretty humid out a couple times this last week and just dripping down sweat at work or outside or whatever. But beats the hell out of snow. So anyways, signing off for tonight, and we will catch up with you soon.